Welcome back to another episode of In the End There's Always a Disney God. Before we start, make sure you go to DisneyGod.com and subscribe to everything that's in the website. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a major topic that I think has not been discussed yet with DC, but I hope it's a plot that could happen in the next upcoming films that they do produce. I don't know if you know, guys, but have you ever played Lego Batman 3 or 2 or any of those? Well, if you have or have not, then you are about to know what I'm about to talk about. So Brainiac has been an essential character that's been on my mind. Don't know why, but I think I have a pretty good guess. Justice League does pertain to some of the games that have been released by PlayStation. But I've been majorly thinking about, will they bring Brainiac to DC? Since they introduced at the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League some major characters like Martian Manhunter and Joker. It gives me nothing else but to think that in the next upcoming films that are released in the next upcoming years, that they might bring back Brainiac. I mean, just think about it. In Lego Batman 3, it does play out, and the scenarios definitely play out. And since DC is going by the comics, it would play out right. If they start off with Batman, then Batman 2, and then Batman 3, which leads into the Brainiac scenario, wouldn't it fit perfectly? And then if they introduce Green Lantern and the Lantern Corps, I mean, come on, guys. Perfect scenario, perfect case. It will make all sense once they start actually releasing movies. And I hate to do this to DC, but that's kind of the difference between Marvel. You see, Marvel been on their A game. They've been releasing movie after movie after movie after film, and they all pertain to the main storyline of what the next Avengers movie is going to be. I mean, if they start making individual movies for individual characters, it will make so much sense for when they released a main movie. Like, for example, Wonder Woman 1984 is obviously the first individual character for DC, and then we got The Flash for Ezra Miller, which comes out in 2022. It would definitely help if they get Batman a new movie, and we see that Aquaman 2, I think is in production. I don't know. I don't know if they're making a sequel to that movie, but if they are, that would be perfect. If they would start making more individual character movies to help us grasp on the story of the characters, it would help out a lot. And then once they released all the individual character movies, or at least one of each, instead of not waiting until all three of them come out, but at least give us a movie by movie, and then release a main movie like Justice League, it will put all the missing pieces together. Because I don't know about you guys, but I definitely want to know how Flash did what he did at the end of, or right around the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League. And if you haven't seen the movie, please do not play this part of the episode, because it is a major spoiler. So spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. So in the end of, well, not the end, but around the end of Justice League, or Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Flash, because he missed a sign when Cyborg was telling him to come to light the fuse. So he had to do something which broke the laws of the Speed Force. He had to go through time. He had to reverse time to be able to save Cyborg and the rest of the people from the plan that Steppenwolf was setting up with, the whole 3 mother boxes sinking. I don't really know that much about the Speed Force, but I guess it's really important in the Flash's case. I really don't know that much or have that much knowledge on that particular part of Flash. But I do know it's a part of the law that you cannot reverse or go through time, because that breaks the laws of the Speed Force. But like I said, I don't really have any prior knowledge when it pertains to the Speed Force. But he did say that he was breaking the law, so I mean, but he had to go through time because he missed the chance to stop the mother boxes from sinking up. So he had to, not necessarily stop time, but slow down time, up, to be able to go through time to, fix the mistake. But like I said, it would have been an amazing plot line if they decide to bring Brainiac to DC and let us learn more about the Lantern Corps. Because I don't know about you, but it's like these comic movies, or like Marvel and DC, they're going based off the games. I mean, have you guys noticed, like with Marvel. There are many, many, many Marvel movies that pertain to I mean, not Marvel movies. There are many Marvel games that exactly replicate the Marvel movies, except Captain Marvel, because that's kind of a new thing that hasn't, really been expected. But it's like these Batman theories have been predicted so many times. I don't even know how to count. So it would make a lot of sense if they do decide to bring Brainiac to DC, just like they brought Martian Manhunter. So it could be a huge sign. But thank you guys for listening in to this episode. But before I end it, if you do not know who Brainiac is, Brainiac he miniaturizes worlds and he collects them. And basically, what happened in Lego Batman 3 was Superman had to use the crystal, one of the crystals from the Fortress of Solitude, and it needed all the power of the Lantern Corps to be able to they needed to drain their energy to that one crystal to restore the Earth's size. So that's how it happened in Lego Batman 3. I don't know if that's how they're going to do it, if they decide to do it in the actual movie. If DC does decide to make a movie with Brainiac, if they do decide to do it, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, because it's a game. But it could happen and it could not happen. I'm hoping that they do make it happen, because that would be a pretty epic. But thank you guys for listening into this episode. Make sure you follow this podcast and subscribe to it as well. Love you guys so much. Bye-bye.